Alright, hey guys, welcome back to Fly's channel, it's Kai. So today we're actually reviewing on Everyone is Awesome. 40516, 346 pieces, and actually retails for $34.99 USD and $54.99 SGD. So for this video, other than a review, slightly for around a few minutes, I'll also be doing something special with a bit of twist of my own. I'll actually be building anime customs with every one of these 11 figures, so look forward to the next part of this video and let's go. Now that this beautiful set right here has been built up, now we can see that there's actually 11 figures over here with a nice separated piece as well. So in my own opinion, I would say that the least special out of this 11 hair pieces in general that is actually given in this set right here is probably black, brown and white, because we actually already gotten these pieces in some of those CMF series. For example, for the black hair piece right there, we have actually seen for the programmer from CMF series, and also Shuri from Black Panther. For this one, we actually seen it from, I think, Dean Thomas from Harry Potter in one of the CMF series as well. And last, for the white one, this is actually a reused one from Quicksilver back in Age of Ultron. So although those pieces are kind of rare in terms of hair pieces, of all of this 11 hair piece, I would say those are the least special out of them all. And with that, I'm actually kind of ending on this normal review of this set right here. There's honestly not much to talk about. I really like the tiles that they actually provided in this set. And yeah, I feel that this set is really beautiful and I love the meaning of it. All of it, including this particular section which the designer actually provided, representing how it actually shows like freedom of speech that LEGO kind of supports, and everything about that, which I feel that LEGO has done very well in trying to represent. Although they usually don't have a political standpoint in terms of things, I appreciate that they do such kinds of set to actually support like a right viewpoint in this world and try to improve how the world is. So yeah, well done by them on that. And otherwise, let's move on to the more special part of this video, which is where I make customs of all of these figures right here. After a hefty amount of building and a lot of fun on my hand, I finally come up with the holy grail of these 11 figures of anime characters. So without further ado, let's go on to the first character, starting off with Hero Academia. Our first minifigure, we have Momo Yaoyorozu from Hero Academia. So she happens to be the vice president of Class 1A, which is where Izuku Midoriya, the protagonist, is at as well. And yeah, she's quite an interesting character, very natural born leader right there. And she has quite a nice ability which is related to her actual hero alias, which is known as Everything Hero Creati. So ability is called Creation, basically allows her to kind of change her fat cells into any kind of matter, which is very interesting. And that rod over there, which I gave as an accessory, actually represents that. Otherwise, her face paint is actually from Hermione Granger. Her torso piece comes from a nice Lego City guy over there, as you can see in the picture over there. And of course, the last leg piece actually comes from Ginny Weasley from the CMF series. Very nice, and I would say I did a good job in making this character over there in her student costume. And yeah, I absolutely love this character inside the show. And that's it for this minifigure. Next on, we have a Jedi Padawan. I'm just kidding around. This is actually Cody Hida from Digimon Adventure 02. So yeah, he's actually a Digidestined, and although I don't really know him that well because I'm more of a first generation kind of fan with Tai, Sora, and TK, everyone there in the first generation. But I do know he's actually partnered with Armadillomon, and I watched some episodes back then in childhood for Digimon Adventures 2. And yeah, from what I remember, he's kind of a quite serious character, so I'm not really sure whether the hate piece works, but I feel that I want to represent his youthfulness more instead of how he's usually more of a serious character, so maybe the smile is not really relevant. But I provided him with a Jedi robe which belongs to Obi-Wan Kenobi just because I feel that his first appearance inside the show with that light tan robe that he was wearing kind of resembles a Jedi robe a lot, so I provided him with that. Otherwise, he's also given a nice red leg piece right there because he was actually wearing red during the first scene as well. And yeah, other than that, I also given him a nice brick built Digivice over there with a nice yellow start over there because his Digivice is usually yellow in color, and that's where my inspiration of this comes from, the picture over here. And yeah, that's it for this character. Oh, oops, I'm not supposed to be singing. So this over here is Yukihira Soma from Shokugeki no Soma, and yeah, wonderful figure as you can see over here. I used the hairpiece from this set, Bruce Wayne's or one of the Batman's hairpiece, which I can show a picture of over here. Other than that, the torso piece belongs to Cole from the CMF series. Their fry pan and the bowl over there is an accessory that is given to him. The fry pan he usually used for like the souffle scene in one of the arcs, and then other than that, the bowl and with that ice cream piece over there actually represents the first dish he ever made in the first episode with that fried rice for Arena. And that dish really kind of relates to the whole show to an extent. A lot of these significant scenes relate back to this fried rice. I just really like it for that. And that torso piece with that nice symbols over there actually represents Yukihira's diner like symbol that he usually has. There's a nice apron piece represented by the cloth as well. I feel that I've done quite a good job for this, and I really like this figure. If it's up to me, I will actually keep this one like built up, but yeah, I still need to rebuild my other characters. But like, oh my god, this is just amazing once I saw it, and yeah, I don't know how else I'm supposed to improve it other than that fact whereby the back torso doesn't really have a lot of those prints over there. But yeah, I would say this is one of my most impressive one and the one I like probably the most out of them all. And that's it. Next minifigure. Now we have the navigator of the Straw Hat Pirates, the character from One Piece, Nami herself, Cap Burglar Nami with 66 million berries, and she's actually given a nice accessory piece right there which represents a claim attack from the show. I try as much as possible to use those nougat ones as kind of accessories. Other than that, this is actually her third outfit from the Wano arc, and yeah, her hat piece actually belongs to Princess Elsa. Her torso piece right there belongs to his grandpa from the CMY set. This leg piece actually belongs to a wizard from the CMF series as well, and I've given her some pink bricks over there to represent the semi-layer of pink dressing that she usually has in her costume. And all in all, I feel that I've done an okay job on this figure, though I wish that there was some improvements, especially I wish that there was kind of some light blue torso pieces that I can use. But I tried my best on this, and the end results are not bad, and I hope you enjoyed for this one. Next on, we have another character from a different show. Over here, we have Ririn from Bleach. So this character right over here, I didn't actually give her any accessory because she doesn't really use any accessories usually inside the show either. So she's not even technically a human. She's a modified soul created by Uruhara Kisuke. And yeah, she's quite a cute character inside the show. Usually she's in her doll form, which resembles kind of a chicken. And I just feel that this hairpiece was a perfect one for her. And I kind of want to represent Bleach as well, because like Bleach was quite a big part of around when I was around 7 or 8 as well. So yeah, really cute character I would say that I created. I kind of used Maleficent's robes for this to represent her frontal black clothes that usually has. Her headpiece actually belongs to, I think, Ginny Weasley. And then other than that, her torso piece belongs to Luna Lovegood from the first CMF series. Her leg piece actually belongs to Cheshire Cat from the CMF series as well. And that's it for this minifigure. Now over here we have Enkidu from the Fate series. Technically she's only from games such as FGO, but I still want to go through on her because her story is actually heavily involved with Gilgamesh wanting immortality and all. If you want to check the lore, you can by searching Gilgamesh and Enkidu. But other than that, she's actually a false lancer. I kind of give her a lightning bolt piece because of her noble phantasm being able to generate some sort of very strong magic or just energy sources and all. And then other than that, her total costume is kind of just full of white clothing, just because, as you can see from the picture over here, she just wears a full white costume usually. And yeah, she technically doesn't have a gender as well because she's made from clay or something like that. And I wanted to give her a more elegant look, so I gave her the Ice Queen's robes, Master Wu's robes, and just the white torso and leg piece from this set right here, and the green hair piece from this set as well. Kind of give it a very simple look, but still elegant in appearance. Her headpiece actually comes from Bo Beat from Disney, so that's from the Toy Story sets, and that's it for this minifigure. Really cool, and yeah. Onwards to this figure. Oh my god, this is actually one of the best figures of all, on one of the best characters. This is Kamina from Gurren Lagann. And yeah, I just wanted to honor this character a lot. He done a lot for that series, and I would say he kind of made me want to watch the whole series in general. He's the big brother Simon, and yeah, Gurren Lagann is basically kind of a mecha kind of show. This is a guy who has no bound and basically wants freedom to all extent, and he wishes to free everyone for everything. A righteous hero in all ways, and yeah, although he's reckless, I really like his character. Very nice character development, and I love the brotherly bond between him and his brother. And this hairpiece belongs to this set, the cloth piece belongs to Doctor Strange, the headpiece belongs to Hawkeye, the torso piece and the leg piece also belongs to Prince Dustin from Disney, and of course the partial leg piece over there belongs to Zane from Ninjago as well. The sword, I actually just made it with a black katana with some nice studs and technic pins below to represent the blue hilt. I would say this is one of the bravest characters of all that I've known throughout all anime series, and I highly recommend you all to watch it. Really proud with how like most people are starting to realize of this anime, and I really wish that someday maybe like a second season will come out, but like I'm not sure, but like this anime is just gonna be in my heart forever. Kudos to Gurren Lagann, and I really love this show. Now after a very heartfelt support towards Gurren Lagann, I thought I would go with something more lighthearted. So over here we have Wicke from Pokémon, and she's actually a research laboratory professor probably at the Alola research lab. So she was actually introduced during the Alola season, and yeah, I actually know her quite a bit because I do play Pokemon Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun as well, and yeah, she's actually quite a big character over there inside the anime and the game as well. So most of us actually know it if we basically play Pokemon, and the reason why I included her in this other than the fact that the hairpiece fits her is basically because Pokemon was a huge part of my childhood, and yeah, it still is technically, so yeah. So her headpiece actually belongs to Professor Trelawney, the torso piece belongs to Hermione Granger, the hands over there actually just belongs to this set right here with the white and pink minifigure. Other than that, the leg piece I actually gave her actually comes from Joker from CMF as well. So I feel that this is, although very funny in appearance, I would say it does work kind of well for the character, and yeah, that's my opinion on this. Next on, we have a character from One Piece again. Next, we have Beckman, everyone. Another character from One Piece, and I'm technically biased to the show because I absolutely love it. And he's actually the right-hand man of aka Akagami no Shanks. So that is actually one of the Yonkos of One Piece. And yeah, he is actually one of the best snipers inside the whole series if I'm not wrong. And I've actually always wanted to make a figure of him. So making a figure of him and sharing it with all of you is honestly a dream come true. And that's for his headpiece. I actually used Captain Rex headpiece, and I also used like the Wizard's cape from the CMF series, Mandarin's legs, Rockstar Batman's torso, and Batgirl's belt. Accessories also include a brick-built rifle and a white wand to actually represent his cigar that he usually smokes inside the show. So honestly, what made me want to build him the most is honestly the scene whereby he kind of points a gun towards Kizaru. I just find it really cool, and that's my reason for this. I would say, yeah, one of my most impressive builds of all, and that's that for this. For our next character, we have Accelerator from Toaru Majutsu no Index, and this is one of the most sophisticated characters of this whole 11, just because he's kind of a semi-villain and kind of an anti-hero at the same time. He is by far the strongest Esper in Academy City, first ranked level 5 if I'm not wrong, and yeah, he's like super strong inside the show. During the first start of the series, he was kind of a villain. Later on, because of the Lost Order and the sisters, he kind of became more friendly and become very connected with the Lost Order. And yeah, that's where he kind of became a sweet hero and all, in the end of which, in one of those shows, I watched one of his shows recently, and yeah, if you all want to, you can search him up. But otherwise, for this character, I actually give him a nice smirk face from Tom Riddle. The hairpiece comes from this set. That's actually the torso piece from Joker. That's a nice nest piece that we usually use for like Ignis and other device. We also gave him a nice brick built cane piece that he usually uses inside the show as well. I would say I done a pretty darn good job in this, and it actually represents his winter dressing very well. I actually really like this character from the show, so yeah, building him was a joy. And yeah, that's what it is. On to our last minifigure, we have Sasuke Momoi from Kurokonobasuke. So this character is honestly, yeah, a pretty prominent character inside the show because he technically is Oimine's manager right now, and yeah, she's Oimine's childhood friend and also the person who likes Kuroko, the main character, a lot. And yeah, she even was once a manager of Generation of Miracles, a really prominent character. I actually really like her from the show. Otherwise, she has a nice green torso that I actually gave her from Ron Weasley, a nice leg piece from Stargirl as well, and of course the face paint actually belongs to Luna Lovegood. I would say this character is pretty well made, like the Hero Academia one. And yeah, I just wanted to represent Kurokonobasuke for a bit because like that show is really nice and I really want to give some attention to it even though it's kind of ended. And yeah, if you all want to watch it by searching up on it on Google. And honestly, that is it for these characters right here. Let me just show you all the characters and give my final verdict. And by final verdict, I do really mean the final closure to this video. So I hope you all enjoyed so far. It's been really fun making these figures right here. Usually I just make it on my Instagram, but for today I wanted to bring it over here when I review this Everyone is Awesome set. So you can see over here every anime character from different shows over here I represent with diversity over here as well, with Enkidu being an object made from gods, this one over here being a complete hero, this is a lab assistant, this is a pirate, a burglar, a chef, just so many different characters in different ways, but they're just good in their own ways as well, which I really appreciate. And I feel that in life, you know, humans may be different to an extent, but all of us are from the same species, so live in harmony and just I hope that everyone just treat everyone with respect, and that's what you should do in life, and that's my final closure to this statement. So I really hope you all like this video today because it's a different concept that I don't usually do. If you don't like it, maybe someday I'll do it again, but yeah, this is actually quite a taxing process because I took the whole day trying to make these figures from some of the parts, and later on I'll provide you a picture of all the parts I had to kind of dismantle and move figures in order to make this 11 figures over here. But all in all, really cool experience, and I hope that although this is not really a wizarding video, you still enjoyed it. And if you do, leave a comment, give a like, subscribe to my channel, and that'll be all for today. Noxadumos! And I'll see you on Jolly next adventure. Bye guys.